How are we all? Let me know how the sound is working. If we are good, mic check. Everyone over on the East Coast, I hope you are doing good. Thoughts are with you all. Sounds a little low. Is it me? Mine sounds a little low. Let's turn up on here a bit. Any better? Actually saying that, yeah, I'm not even reaching the yellow. Let's have a look. That's a bit better, surely. Good times. How is everyone? How is everyone doing? Are you all okay? Mario, I'm good. I've been really ill for a week, so I apologise there's been no video this week. But I'm hoping to get one out. I've literally started feeling healthy today, so I'm probably going to hopefully get one out for Sunday. However, I've got a wedding on Saturday, so there should be one on Sunday. If not, I go out Monday morning. No, sounds good. Good to see. Mario, you good? Afa, how are you? How is everyone on the East Coast? Thank you, Afa. I appreciate it. I'm okay. It's only been. I thought it was the Rona, but it's not the Rona. It was just literally a cold and a cough. But I'm alright. I just had no energy, and my throat didn't want to record audio. So we are good. We're back in the stream. We're back in the swing of things. We got some good news this week as well. Some good news has been going on. Probably seen me in some other socials and that sort of stuff, but I haven't actually physically put out a video. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm feeling better now. I am feeling better now. We just need to get back into the swing of things, that's all. But we got some good news today. We got the Instagram posts to start off with. Hogwarts Legacy, interesting little clips that we've been getting. We got some more news on the Magic Caster. Another one's been released, or another one design has been released on the Magic Caster. We got some news about the Warner Brothers Studio Tour in the UK. And then, obviously, what you guys have already been talking about, Mr. Ian heading through Diagon Alley as well. We'll cover that. And any updates from that as well. So, some good topics we've got today. So, it's good. I just realised my category is on film and animation, which is really peculiar. Let's put on gaming. We cover Hogwarts Legacy more, don't we? There we go. So we've got a new feature as well, which I want to try out today. So anyone got any questions they want to ask about Hogwarts Legacy? Oh, actually, I'll tell you what we'll do first. Let's get into Hogwarts Legacy news. I've got another video, so let's see if this works. Let me know if the sound works as well. How did it go? Did it come through? It worked, did it? Was there sound? Good times. Thank you. So, these three across here are the big Hogwarts Legacy news so far this week, which is cool. We're going to dive into them a little bit. I've seen a few theories about them all, but there's some fascinating things about these little video clips. They're all very short. I wish we could get some more, but they're very short. Let me know if you've got any comments. Just drop a comment in because I want to try out a new feature that we're doing on this. Let's have a look at the first one anyway. So the first one was this clip here. So let's get a bit more zoomed in on that one a little bit. Okay, that doesn't work, does it? There we go. Right, let's go back. So we got this unauthorized guide to Hogwarts. Works like a charm. I like it. Let's try this feature out. Works like a charm. There we go. It does work. Marvelous. So if anyone wants to put a comment in that wants me to answer it, just ask me a question. We can have it as a topic and we can cover it in the chat. But unofficial guide to Hogwarts, or unauthorized guide to Hogwarts. There have been lots of questions about this book and where this book's come from. We see it a few times in the trailers. We see it when our character... we saw it in the Autodesk presentation. That was the first time we saw it. So if I head over to Twitter, one of the first posts that I put out about it, if I can find it. I don't even know where I put it. But there we go. Just put this on the text. This is what we saw in the Autodesk presentation. So in the Autodesk presentation, we saw a scene where our character talking to the character known as Weasley. And we basically see our character holding this book. It floats up, closes, but as it's open, the whole scene shakes. Now, we don't know whose this book is. We don't know where it came from. There's a few hints around the book, who it could potentially be. I have got it open somewhere. I thought I had it open somewhere. Let me get it open for you. So we've got it open. Oh, I've got it open. Here it is. Let's go to this scene, I think. Yeah, that looks better. That's good. I'm liking that. So we can zoom in on this, I think. There we go. Right. So we got some symbols at the top. The pensive clue is very interesting. Yes, okay, the Peeves clue. We will get to the Peeves one. We literally, Shifty, welcome. We have just started. We are just getting into it. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you everyone for dropping by. But yes, we will get to that Peeves clue. I will come back to it. Gameplay, I think Theo gameplay is coming soon. He's teased it. He's put a message out on Twitter saying that gameplay is coming. So I think it will be. But this book, so whose book is this? So we've got this symbol here. And you know I am very much with James on the hype train for Merlin. We've got the M above it, which looks very similar to some of the M's that we see in the Chamber of Mysteries and that sort of area. It does look similar. But we've also got it at the bottom, which is upside down, so it looks like a W. There's also this star above it, which is different to what we've seen before. We haven't really seen this star at all. It's a bit different, a bit strange. So we've got these two swirls either side of it coming up. It's just a symbol there that, I mean, this gives me sort of Deathly Hallows vibes, this bit in the middle. It's interesting to see who this could be. I had one theory that potentially, because it's MW, whether the Weasley character is named M, Molly Weasley, you know, senior. It could be MW for the Weasley character, because that's the only character we see it with. But yeah, I want to know more about this book. This book also looks similar to the book that we see in the scene with our character sort of opening up the panels of how we learn the games and that sort of stuff. M, top is M, bottom is W. Maybe it's Merlin. Is that his real? Okay. I did not know this. I did not know this. Let's discuss. Let's deep dive into this, because I did not know this. Is that really his full name? How do you spell this? M. He's a medieval Welsh legend. In medieval Welsh poetry, he's a bard. Well, I just saw something about a book. Merlin of the Woods. Wow. This is incredible. This is amazing. I did not know this was Merlin's original name. It translates to Merlin of the Woods. Let me go. Just let's let me show you what I'm searching. So this is a figure in a medieval Welsh legend, speaker of several poems in the Black Book of. But where is that in here? Where is that in here? Black Book of. So does the double D translate to an owl in sort of Welsh to English? Does anyone know this? Is that Merlin? Is that how you would say that with the double D? So that's the modern day Merlin. It's a TH sound, is it? Okay. So Merthin. This is incredible. I did not know this. Afa, you are a legend for pointing this out. Well, this has just got me straight back onto the Merlin hype then. So, wow. Merthin Wilet? That's incredible. That's really interesting. So maybe it is. Maybe this whole story just revolves around Merlin. I would love it to, because such an interesting character. And with the pensives and all that sort of stuff, it would be really cool to see him and his life and go back and see what the founders were doing. It is very hard to say. I have no idea how to say it, but that's really cool. That is fascinating. So yeah, this, so the M and then the W. Which would be really cool because it's like a mirrored sign, and we see obviously the main time we see the symbol for the ancient magic is in those mirrors. So it's a mirrored symbol. That's really interesting. Really interesting. Let's go back over to here. No, this one. And then we will have a look at the other scenes that we get, because we got a few others. So that was the first bit. The next scene, we get this, and there is some writing at the bottom here. And it says, take staircase. Take staircase to something. Go down hallway. Then something else. Have I got a... I think I did this preemptively. I did do this preemptively, but I left it open. New file. There we go. So I wanted to deep dive into these little bits as well, and we can zoom in properly on them. So if I take a nice little screenshot of this scene. And then we go into Photoshop. There we go. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Down hallway. Third barrel, maybe? What does everyone else think this says? Location of the Hufflepuff common room. That would make sense. Take staircase to kitchens. Take staircase to kitchen. Yeah. To go down the hallway, third barrel. Yeah. Okay, kitchen, go down the hallway. Yeah, you're right. Exactly right on that. Go down the hallway, third barrel. Yeah, so that's going to be the location. Which is weird that it does that one and then goes straight into the Slytherin common room. Very strange. But this is really cool because this is what Chandler hinted at. Don't tap on the glass. You can see our character does it. And if you look closely here, just about where my head's in the way, if you look closely, you can actually see the coral and the grass behind it moving as our character hits that spell. I don't know whether it's because of the ripple effect from our spell or if it's because of creatures coming out, which is just fascinating. So I can't even pronounce that. So that means woodland in Welsh. Okay, Merlin of the Woods, maybe a connection. Okay. So they're the same people. Okay. So Merlin is somewhat similar. Okay, so they're very similar people, potentially the same people, just with different names, similar to like the Elder Wand having different names throughout, you know, the Wizarding world, the Death Stick, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, XO says, pretty sure this book has been wrote by Merlin himself. It probably contain the ancient magic secrets and stuff. That's why his initial on the book. I mean, from looking at the scenes where, apologies, I'm going to cough. I'm going to try and mute my mic. We're just getting over the illness. It's fine. We'll be fine soon. But yeah, we know that we level up with this. So we know that in the sort of the book that looks very similar to it, in the scenes where we have our skill trees and that sort of stuff, we level up. So it could contain the ancient magic, it could contain the magic that we learn. It could also just be like a book of spells that we learn throughout the game. Initially, it was written by Merlin, potentially. The other tweet that I did put out was this one, and my initial thoughts were perhaps this is a first edition of Hogwarts history, written by Bathilda Bagshot. If you look at the design, so this design here is from Pottermore Wizarding World website, and if you look at this design here, obviously it's a bit more stylized. But if the book was being mass produced by this point, they wouldn't have it looking like this. It would be more like this. If this is her original notes, we know timeline-wise, Bathilda Bagshot would have been an adult. She was an adult when Dumbledore and Kendra and them not moved to Godric's Hollow. So we know that this is before Dumbledore goes to Hogwarts. So we know that she's an adult at this point. So maybe she has already started writing out Hogwarts history, and maybe some of the tasks that we have to do are potentially for her. Maybe she sets us tasks to go out and look and try and find certain creatures, and maybe this is where we sort of, when we capture a piece of information, because in the scene where we're in the courtyard and we open a chest and then something swirls around and we get the book out, it looks like we're recording that in the book. So maybe we are helping Bathilda Bagshot write a Hogwarts history. And I think, like, I literally tweeted this instantly. The first thing I did as soon as I saw this page was like straight. So I mean, obviously they posted this 2 hours ago. You can see instantly I went straight to look at what Hogwarts history looked like, because that was the first thing I thought of. So I think maybe if it's not Merlin related, which you've kind of stumped me on a little bit with the MW, with that Merlin name. If it's not, then potentially this is Bathilda Bagshot's original first edition notes that she's taking about Hogwarts history. We are helping her learn about different things in Hogwarts. Maybe she tasks a student every generation to go and get some information about Hogwarts so that she can add it to her book before it's published. Maybe we're that student this time. Maybe our family, because obviously we know, like, our character didn't, like, he's come to school late. So I've got a weird theory about this. There's absolutely no proof, but I think our potentially our parents are curse breakers or something like that, and die with looking for some sort of artifact. In that instance where they die, we get the ancient magic powers by touching some sort of cursed or magical object. I think our home potentially could be in Godric's Hollow, which means we would know Batilda, and because she's obviously a noted historian, our parents are probably very well known in the wizarding world for being explorers. We would have that connection with Batilda, so this would make sense if we are looking for that. So I wonder if we get to read some lore in the game. Always wanted to read Batilda's book. If the connection to ancient magic, maybe so. I hope so. I hope there's going to be so much lore in this game. I hope that every single piece of paper you open or every single portrait you talk to just gives us lore about Hogwarts. Just more and more information, as much as we can get, because that would be great. I would love it. Visiting Godric's Hollow would be really cool, especially like pre-Potter. And maybe we could see, like, if we imagine just walking around Godric's Hollow and just seeing like a little kid in the background with a goat. And just knowing who it is. And maybe just like walking past a house and just having like a little girl poking her head out. In the distance, maybe seeing, you know, an Obscurus. It would just be so cool. It would just be incredible to go there. I'd just love it. It'd be amazing. So the final shot we get of this is the Ravenclaw scene. There's not really much more in this. My only thought with this is, are they trying to tell us that we've missed something? Are they trying to tell us that nobody noticed something in this scene? And I've had a good look, and I can't see anything obvious. The only thing I can see is them moving this globe. I can't see anything obvious. The picture just looks like someone combing a niffler, I think. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. I don't think it's anything particular. Yes, you can. Yeah. The fish swimming at the top of this one is really cool. I'll move to the side again. There's a fish up here somewhere, isn't there? Oh, there he is. There he is, yeah. The fish swim along. So you can actually see fish out the window. Now, however many consoles you can get this on, I don't know if this is going to be top range PCs or, you know, if it comes to... I mean, I could imagine they could put fish swimming. It wouldn't really be too much of a hardware issue just to put a short video clip behind it. But that is really cool to know that you can see out those windows, which gives me hope that for my Ravenclaw common room, I can walk along and I can look out that window and look out onto the grounds and maybe see like some distant kids playing, you know, trying to entice the giant squid or something. It'd just be cool. I hope they've done that for all the common rooms so you can look out the windows. Slytherins would be interesting with the one on the roof. Hufflepuff would be interesting with the one on the roof. See if there's people like walking past, like feet walking past and all that sort of stuff. That'd be really cool. But yeah, I haven't really noticed anything too much in this one. But it's interesting. It's an interesting video. Still seeing this again. And they're highlighting this. And I just love the Ravenclaw robes. I absolutely love them. I cannot wait to play this game. Cannot wait to play this game. So the next clip we got was this restricted section of the library. And then we've got this writing at the top again. And this is just showing the restricted section at the top. Let's see if we can get a screenshot of that as well. So it'll be at the top. So this says two garlic? Garlic? So I remember seeing on Pottermore each house is inspired by classical elements. Slytherin mortar, makes sense. Hufflepuff earth, yeah, that makes sense for their common room location, yeah. Gryffindor fire, I mean, they've got a massive fireplace. Ravenclaw air. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. That makes a lot of sense. Hufflepuff's common room was so good. Maybe we see more people on the giant squid. It does cut off. I think something bigger is going to swim past. I think they're just keeping it for the game. I think something bigger is going to go past. So does anyone know what this says? So I says a B. 2 garlic. They're not. Does that say garlic? Garlic. They're not. Garlic. I think it's confirming So confirming vampires and garlic spelled differently back then. So I'm currently working on a video of all people that could be or is confirmed to be in this game. And there's a few vampires on Pottermore that were mentioned to be notable around this time. So that is actually a very interesting theory. 2 garlic, they're not. So are they not immune to garlic? I think it was kind of established, wasn't it? Because Quirrell was seen to be having garlic in his turban. Yeah, it's got a K on the end, doesn't it? Garlic. Which is weird. Is that the ancient spelling, is it? Okay, that's... Okay. Garlic. I will leave it for now. Garlic. Okay. But Quirrell obviously everyone said his turban smelled like garlic and it was trying to ward away vampires, so I'm thinking it's a well-known thing to ward off vampires is garlic. They're not. They're not something. I'm not entirely sure what this is going to be. But interesting still, nonetheless. And we get a nice shot of the restricted section. So this is where we see Peeves and Sebastian. I think it's Sebastian's initial. There we go. Sebastian was in the restricted section and had a garlic-like thing in the trailers. Maybe it's his family secret garlic type thing. Oh, the shrivel fig. Was it a shrivel fig? I think it's a shrivel fig. Shrivel figs. Shrivel figs are the same as garlic. You guys are on the ball today. So yeah, garlic, shrivel fig. I don't know if they're the same thing. I think a shrivel fig is a known potion ingredient. In one of my videos, I can't remember the exact wording of what I researched, but shrivel figs are in potions. So one of the notable potions that shrivel fig was in was the shrinking solution, which in the books Neville had to make. And they was going to test it on Trevor, and when they tested it on Trevor, when he made it right because Hermione helped him, it turned Trevor back into a tadpole. So it's reverting things into their original form. So I don't think they are the same as garlic. Garlic's interesting though, because yeah, like I said, it did look a bit like a garlic clove, but yeah, I think that's a coincidence more than anything. Personally, I might be wrong, but personally, I think it's a coincidence because I think the reason why I think shrivel figs are important is because they return people back to their. So if they had a blood curse, it'd be returned them to before the blood curse. So maybe a werewolf, maybe Wolfsbane potion has some shrivel fig elements into it to return them back to the mental state of a human. So I think that would be what the shrivel fig is in the game for personally. But again, that's just pure speculation. That's only just from researching what potion shrivel figs are in. But yeah, interesting what that says. So, not sure if we see the giant squid. Most seem to think it's a recent addition to the lake rather than over 100 years old. Yeah, there's no time to say when it is when the squid came in. It's there's no date or anything like that. It's a bit weird. We don't know. Maybe we put it there in the story. That'd be cool. What if garlic part is a name. The first letter is capitalized. It was in my Photoshop, wasn't it? Garlic. It is. It is capitalized. That could be a person. I think you're onto something there. Garlic. We will do some digging in a minute. We'll do some digging on Pottermore. Well, on Harry Potter Wiki, because they've got every single name alphabetized. So we can have a look, see if there's anyone with a Gal. Because it could be, that could be an A potentially? Yeah. We'll have a look. Yeah, if garlic spout, from what I can gather, garlic spout in sort of ancient times was with a K. So yeah, could be. Yeah, or a maledictus. It could be a maledictus. We're going to dig into that one. I like that one, Mario. We will have a look at that. Definitely have a look at that. So, defense against the dark arts classroom. The classroom is made for mischief, like meddling with the Hebridean black skeleton. What's written on this one? Let's go into here again. Professor Hecats. So that's confirmed then. Hecat is the professor, which is really nice to know. The black skeleton. Why is that circled? The skeleton. Petrificus totalis, rictus sempra. Are ridiculous. And I'm not sure what the bottom one says. Anyone know what the bottom one says? Oh, stupefy. Stupefy, right? Possibly stupefy. So this has just got defense against dark arts spells then. So it mentions a skeleton, which is really interesting. And then we see that scene from the original. Hecat's going to be a name that I think we're going to need to look into as well and see where that comes into play. She's weird. The first time we saw her in the first trailer, she had her hood up and she looked menacing. The goddess of sorcery. Okay, this is interesting. Wonder if it's inspired by the name Hecate, the goddess of sorcery. So my first thought of this character, I'm going to see if I can find the trailer in a minute. My first thought of this character was when we first saw them in the original trailer, they had their hood up and they looked really weird. But they also looked a lot like the statues of the female witch that we see all over these trailers. Speculation it could be Morgana. So potentially she could be linked to Morgana. I mean, potentially she could be Morgana. Which would then potentially link to the name Hecate, the goddess of sorcery, because Morgana was one of the original sorceresses. Yeah, no problem, Aether. I'll see you soon. So yeah, interesting, really interesting, that one. Right, that took a long time to actually go through that one. I didn't expect it to take as long. Let's have a look at the next one, and then we will go through some of these things that we've mentioned, okay? So this one came out today, and this is Peeves. So this is just a glorious thing of Peeves. Fire sticks, I think he's juggling. Where's this corridor? This corridor goes on forever. That's really, really cool. Let's get a print screen of that let's get it when the text and the rating disappears. There we go. So let's have a look at this corridor first. So this corridor goes on forever. We've got a statue either side. There's not really anything that gives away where it is, though. But yeah, we got Peeves juggling his flaming sticks. Then we got some writing at the bottom. Ask about Sharp, Aura, Baby? Aura Baby. What does everyone else think this says? Is this a clue as to who we are? Are we part of the Sharp family and our parents were auras? Because we know that Peeves likes to sing Aura Badge. Badge, is it? Oh, it could be Badge. Badge, okay. Sharp is the potions professor. Is that been confirmed? So he's potentially an aura. Okay. Okay, interesting. I didn't know if this was Peeves writing a little song, because we know that he writes, you know, songs about Harry, Potty Wee Potter, and it's in Autodesk. Okay, cool. Cheers. Aura Badge. Yeah, Badge. That would make more sense. Yeah, B-A-D-G-E. Ask about Sharp Aura Badge. Okay. So we know that Sharp potentially was an aura then. It would make sense. He gives off massive, massive moody vibes. Massive moody vibes. So yeah. Yeah, would make sense. He's been in fighting. I wonder if he's been brought in as a protection for us. Potentially similar to Moody, what Moody was potentially brought in for originally. I wonder if he's been brought in for that as protection for our character. I just love Peeves just floating around. I cannot wait to see Peeves and the interactions that he has. He's so cool. Such a great character. Such a great character. Scarlet, he's an aura. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. So yeah, ask about Sharp or about you. I think that's it. I hope we get more of these. I hope we're getting like dailies of these now. They're really pushing these, so I'm hoping we get more of these just to see what secrets we can find in it. And this is all like rip outs from that book, I think. So I think this is all notes from. So all of these bits are notes from this book. I think that's what it's going to be. So all going to be notes from this book. From this one. And as we go through, we're going to unlock more notes, and then it'll tell us, so it'll give us hints to solve mysteries and that sort of thing. So I think that's what it'll be. But yeah, really interesting stuff. Let's have a look at this quickly. And I'm just going to see if I can find the original Hogwarts Legacy trailer. The official reveal trailer. Let's see if I can find her in it, because I'm sure we saw her at some point. And she was creepy looking. I'm sure it was in the original trailer. Does anyone remember seeing the Defense Against Dark Arts room in the original trailer? Maybe it wasn't the original. Maybe it was the because there's a guy walking in with a limp, right? Yeah. Potions, cure magical creatures. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it was. It was the state of play. I remember specifically pointing her out because she had her hood up and she just looked weird. Or was it the leak? It might have even been the leak. It might have been the leak. I'll find it. I'll find it for next time. I'll find it for next time because I don't want to waste too much time on it. I'll find it for next time. But yeah, interesting Hogwarts Legacy news. Really cool stuff that's been chucked out in regards to that. So it's all good. All good information that we're getting, and all nice to see them putting out daily stuff for us to dive into. But we do know that Chandler Wood did tweet out that he's going to be popping. There we go. There is the tweet. There we go. It's been a busy summer. We hope you like what we've shown you so far. And even with summer at an end, we are already working hard on the next thing and the next and the next. No specifics yet, but we are keenly aware that you've been asking to see some more gameplay. So, good news there. We're going to get some gameplay soon. So, that is good to see. But let's move on to Wizarding World news. Okay, so the first bit of Wizarding World news is to do with the Magic Caster wand. We have been given a new look. So for those of you who don't know what the Magic Caster wand is, this is a wand that works with an app on your phone, and it can control devices around your house. So you can say Lumos and turn on the lights, and you can get your Patronus to go across your TV, and there's a lot of devices that it's going to work with in the future. I think they've even said about like, your blinds, like if you've got like Wi-Fi connected blinds and everything, it will work with eventually, and you can actually start controlling your house like a wizard, which would just be incredible. So we had the two. We'll have a look at them again just in case you missed last week. So we had the two original wands. So the honorable wand is gorgeous. I think they're based on all the wands around the houses. If you look at the colouring, they're based around houses. So this one, honourable, I think is going to be based around the Gryffindor sort of colours. If you have a look at the wand here, it's got the red, and it looks great. Honourable is sort of a Gryffindor trait. Rugged and aged in appearance, this wand was designed for those with a powerful intuition and an affinity for the magic of the natural world. Its warmth will draw those with strength, courage, and conviction. For the best of or worst of times, the wand feels as exemplary as the one who wields it. So, absolutely stunning piece of art. This is just glorious. It really is. The next one that we got was the Defiant one. This was last week's information. So this wand is imposing in appearance. The design of this wand is slightly bent and features visible cracks. Attributes rather than imperfections, which embody a sense of internal strength, and it's a perfect match for those who hold fast to their beliefs, regardless of how they are perceived. So this one has got the cracks down. It's slightly bent, so it's sort of similar to Bellatrix's wand. And then, as you can see here, it's got the blue glow, which is very similar to the sort of Ravenclaw colours. Also, very similar to the channel colours. So I love this. This is just gorgeous. This is probably the one I went for if I bought them. And then if we go back again, we have got the new one, which was released today, and this is Loyal, which is again a very Hufflepuff trait. And let's have a look at this one because this is new today. So, ethereal and hypnotic. The design of this wand is truly captivating. Straighted with a round orb at the end of its handle, and it exudes a protective feeling, appealing to the owners who are wise beyond their years. It is a perfect match for those who value grace and artistry. And then if we have a look at it without the colours, it is sort of frozen at the end. I really like it. It's really sort of detailed design. You got the cracks going all the way to the end, which is where the light shines through. And it sort of ends very simplified. But yeah, the frozen element of this at the top looks really good. And then if we have a look at this photo here, we can see it sort of lit up with the colours shining through all the way down the middle. It's just to be when it's turned on, obviously, and you are controlling stuff. And then this one, we just have a nice look down the wand. It is a really nice design. Really nice design. What are your guys' thoughts on the Magicaster? Is it gimmicky, or do you think you'd like it just for that feeling to be able to turn on the lights even by saying Lumos and pointing you on it? What are your thoughts? So, the next story is that the festive season begins at Warner Brothers Studio Tour in London. Very early. Aether with all the badges coming out. Showing off my badges, I like that. I will be making more. They will be coming out very soon. We'll make a few different ones, not necessarily channel related. Hi Mark, how are you? So yeah, we're going to be making some different ones that aren't just channel related. Because I want to be able to offer some stuff that's not just me. Would have loved one as a kid. Yeah, I don't know where the market is for this, because you don't want your kids to be messing around with the lights and the TV too much. But at the same time, would an adult use? I mean, I probably would. I'm that sort of adult. But yeah, it's a weird one. That is a perfect comment, Aether. I really agree. Of course it's gimmicky, but why would that mean it's not amazingly fun? Yeah, exactly. It is. It is amazingly fun. It's really cool. It's just a really clever idea. Just to, I don't know how much the price would be, which is I'm waiting for, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun, and if it sort of expands on the experience you get in the parks. So yeah, in the parks you can obviously make stuff happen, but now you can do it at home as well. So the designs are stunning. The black one with the cyan is just glorious, and like I said, because it's the channel colours, I love it. Oh, speaking of channel colours, I don't know if you can see, we have a bit. It's not shown very well because of the green screen, but yeah, a friend of mine has made that for me. I'm testing it out to see how it looks and feels and how it's going to be over time. But potentially we could have some hoodies coming in, maybe t-shirts in the future. So cool. I was really happy when it came the other day. But yeah. But yes, agree. Gimmicky and fun. You have this game pre-ordered. The game, when you say game, you mean Hogwarts Legacy? Or do you mean Magicaster? Mark. The wands are just stunning. Yeah, they are absolutely beautiful. Such phenomenal designs. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, next story. Festive season begins at Warner Brothers Studio. So wrap up warm and get ready for Christmas. You cheer Wisdom World in style. Warner Brothers Studio Tour London is back with festive offerings, transforming the sets into Winter Wonderland. So we haven't had Halloween yet. Hogwarts Legacy, Mark. Yeah, I've pre-ordered and I cannot wait. I'm glad that you've pre-ordered and looking forward to it as well. Don't forget, there is still a giveaway on the channel for anyone who hasn't pre-ordered. If you invite people to the channel, get them to tag you in my post. Or if you follow me on Twitter, or if you come over to the Discord and leave a comment there, you will be entered into a draw, and that draw is to win a copy of the game. So if you're looking for a copy of the game still, don't forget to subscribe. Come on over to Discord. All links are in the description, and you can be in a chance of winning. You and a friend, potentially. So yeah, this is a bit early. We haven't even had Halloween yet, which is a big part of the books. So I don't know why they've done it so early, but yeah, they're getting it all set up for Christmas. They're actually offering Christmas dinner in the Great Hall, which is really cool as well. It's quite expensive though. I can't remember exactly how much it is. I don't. Dinner in the Great Hall. We'll have a look to what it says. 13th to the 15th of December. Book now. £260 per person. Which I imagine would probably be about $300. So yeah, it's not the cheapest, but it's cool to have dinner in the Great Hall. But yeah, everything's being decked out for Christmas in the studio tour, so that's really cool to see. Shifty, what are we talking about? I'm assuming you guys know about scanning the key logo on official merch for digital content. I did not know this. I don't know if I've got any official merch in here, because my room's not really set up. I've just got a green screen behind me at the moment. I've not really set it up properly. Saying that, it looks at his green screen, which is completely off at the moment. But yeah, very strange. So, the next bit of news is not a nice bit of news. Thoughts are to everyone who is over the east coast of America with Hurricane Ian making its way slowly up the coast. The last update I saw, I think it made land for Orlando. This is obviously Universal Studios, which is where the Wizarding World of Harry Potter is. Completely flooded out. I think most of Orlando area was hit by strong winds. Obviously, you can see some damage to the buildings here, but I think the main concern in Orlando was the sheer amount of flooding. If you guys are over there or heading over there, stay safe, and I really hope that everyone on the East Coast is okay, and thoughts are with you. Be sensible. I know you guys deal with it more than we would do over here, but just be sensible and look after everyone. I hope everyone's alright. The parks are shut for obvious reasons. They put a notification on Halloween Horror Nights to say that it's closed due to Hurricane Ian. Hopefully returning tomorrow, but yeah, not 100% sure on that yet. I think they will have to see how the weather subsides. Oliver, how are you? Thanks for dropping by. So yeah, if anyone is over the East Coast, like I said, just look after yourselves. It doesn't look good. The flooding looks horrendous. I was trying to find if there was a way of donating or anything like that to causes over there, but I couldn't find anything from my side of the pond. You looked out where you are. I know from what I can gather, because we went over probably about 5 or 6 years ago, and there was a massive hurricane before we went. It was literally the week before we went, but by the time we got there, everything was perfect again. But yeah, from what I can gather, as it sort of went across the mainland, it turned into a tropical storm. But there's concerns that as it heads up towards the rest of the East Coast, it's going to turn back into a hurricane as it gets over water again. So hopefully everyone's going to be all right with that. City streets with sharks swimming up them. That is crazy. That's right at the bottom of Fort Mayor, isn't it? I'm very glad that you're safe here. Very glad you're safe. Yeah, I'm very glad. It's 5:20 where you are. So what part of America are you from, Oliver? Are you America? I take you outside the pond anyway if it's 5:20 there. Everyone, like I said, everyone who is, I know quite a lot of the people who come onto this channel are from Americas. Just stay safe, you guys. I wish there's more I could do. I wish there's more I can say. I know a lot of people are going to be massively affected by this, but yeah, I just hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. And flooding is awful, and wind damage is awful, and yeah, it's not nice to be. But I'm glad you're good though, Fia, because that's good to know. Wow, I didn't even know about that one in Canada. Was that the original? Was that the hurricane that came up from there as well? I saw there was one initially, but I didn't realize it got that strong up in Canada. So my time over here, we are now at 11:30 at night. I don't really know what time to do it. This is the thing I'm trying to figure out with this stream is I want to try and catch some of the UK viewers, so I sort of try and do it a bit earlier, but then it depends how long I last it for to try and catch some of the US and Canada and that sort of stuff. So yeah, it went up. I didn't realize it got worse as it went up, because normally it's from the hurricanes that I've seen, they normally sort of die out as they move further up. So I know we had one that sort of went up the east coast, then just headed over towards us. And, I mean, by the time it got to us, it was nothing compared to what you guys have to deal with. But yeah, we had that a few times. But yeah, didn't realize that. Just make sure everyone stays safe and, like I said, help each other out. The community of Harry Potter and Wizarding World and Hogwarts Legacy are just great people. So I know that you will help each other out. But yeah, I hope you are good. Hey, I'd be up at this time anyway, Oliver. It doesn't really bother me. It's just yeah, I just want to try and catch everyone. I'm thinking of maybe another night when I don't have to go to work in the morning. I can do a sort of proper late night stream, and one Sunday coming up very soon because I've nearly got all of the quizzes written now. We will be doing the quizzes, and I'm going to make sure that I start that one quite late so that we can make sure that the Americas can come in as well. East of UK and only been home for a short while. As in, you live in the UK? You'd be working late. You're doing a late shift. Oh, that'd be amazing. Although, yeah, I'm gonna link because I really like that. Oh no, when we can start giving hurricanes wizard names like Hurricane Luna. Or I mean, tropical. I think Dobby's more of a hurricane than Luna. He's a nightmare. Hurricane Helga Hufflepuff. Just to add all the H's in. West Coast Canada. It's almost 3:30 p.m. here. Oh, good afternoon. Hope you're having a good day. Hopefully we're going to get more soon. We've got quite a lot. We're getting more as it goes on. This stuff is just really interesting. I'm really liking this. I'm liking the format they're doing it as well because it's just short little things that they're giving us. So it's really nice to see just these little tiny snippets rather than having a whole trailer to dive through. It's just sort of smaller little elements that we can look at and try and decipher what they are. This has fascinated me now with what you've been saying about Merlin's real name or Merlin's original name. So that is fascinating, and I'm really looking forward to diving deeper into that and see what it is. That's really cool. Tell you one thing I did notice about my Solomon theory the other day. There is a character called Solomon. There is definitely 100% a character called Solomon. Let me come into this screen for a second while I load up the video for you. But there is 100% a character called Solomon in these videos. Where is my Sony Vegas? There he is. Let's open up this Autodesk presentation. Look at, Shifty, can you put links in the chat? I don't know if I've said it so you can. Try it. If you can, then I will see if I can find it. So let's have a chat about this while I'm loading this video up. So what do I think the main plot will be in Hogwarts Legacy? So I think our character's parents are famous. I think they're either curse breakers or something dangerous. Curse breakers is my initial theory. I've got nothing to support this, by the way. Just a lot. Some of this I've got elements to support it, but some of it is just my speculation. I think our characters are, like I said, the parents are curse breakers or something like that for Gringotts, and they go off to look for something. While finding it, our character imbues himself with this ancient magic, and ends up getting special powers from some sort of magical object, potentially something to do with Merlin. And then when we get that power, Ranrock rocks up and with his minions kills our parents, which is why we're starting Hogwarts late. We was originally being trained by them because we know that students can be homeschooled. So yeah, that's my initial start of the game. When we get to Hogwarts, Ranrock obviously find out where we go, so he's coming to look for us. Maybe I think he's probably got the power as well, so I think there's something around Hogwarts that is drawing them to Hogwarts to use their ancient magic and find more secrets. What we're looking for, I don't know. Potentially Merlin's wand. We know that most of the Goblin rebellions were based around their wand rights and that sort of stuff, so I think that's what Ranrock wants, is Merlin's wand specifically, which I think is the wand from the collector's edition. And I think it's going to be based around that, and I think we're going to be looking for solving secrets about Merlin while trying to stop the Goblin Rebellion. I think Merlin's going to be a big part. I mean, I design stuff in my head a lot that I would like to think would be interesting to play. If I was designing this game, I would do something like that. Because I wouldn't want it to be similar to the Harry Potter story or the Fantastic Beasts story. I don't want it to be a big, this wizard wants to stop muggles. This wizard doesn't like muggleborns. We need to stop them. I want it to be something completely different. So I want it to be, a story about trying to find a magical artifact or trying to find a secret which will give them power. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm still trying to shift this cold. But yeah, I want it to be about them trying to gain power, just for their own reasons. And I think that the Goblin Rebellion is a very good direction they've taken, because we know it happens. We know there could be a big war from it, because there has been in the past, and it's not the same as the other two stories we're seeing in the Wizarding world. And there's so many ways you can incorporate it into it. I think it's really, really good. But yeah, that's the way I would like it to play out, is to be something that we would have to try and find what they're looking for at the same time. Almost like a sort of like the Mummy sort of films. You're looking for some sort of secret artifact as the bad guys are trying to find it. Like an archaeology sort of Indiana Jones type stuff. And yeah, that sort of storyline, rather than having to just have a bad guy be bad for being the sake of being bad. Yeah, that's my opinion. I'll try to put the link in my opinion. Okay, cool. So, thank you for explaining for me. Who do you think the main antagonist in the game is? For the main storyline, I think it will be Ranrock. For the main storyline. However, I think there will be different side bad guys. I think, one of my theories is based around Solomon, so potentially there is a Solomon-esque person or demon type character that is the causing the animals to be possessed. So when they described it in the State of Play trailer, they sort of said, this is the storyline about Ranrock. We've also got this storyline about Merlin. We've also got this storyline about these creatures being corrupted. And I think there's going to be several different storylines. So I think like there's going to be different characters that are pulling the strings for all of them. But I think the main one will be Ranrock. And then we'll have different characters pulling the strings on the rest, basically. Did you notice the main plot is given away on the Dark Arts cover? Go on. I mean, what I noticed on the Dark Arts cover, so there's damage to the castle slightly. There's lots of Inferi, there's dragons and Dementors. I don't know whether this is like alternate endings, potentially. Where if you take the dark side or the light side, it ends differently. But I would like you to explain that further, please. Do you think they might be using the Goblin Rebellion's cover to look for a hidden power? I think it's going to be I think so. We've got the hidden power. From my understanding, I think we've got the hidden power, which is why when we touch the mirror thing, the magic power logo comes up, the ancient magic symbol comes up. I think we've already got that power, but I also think that Ranrock has too. And I think that power leads us to find something. My theory, like I said, was the Merlin's wand. I think we're looking for Merlin's wand. But like the main thing with Ranrock and Goblin Rebellions is they want wand use. They also want to have access to their stuff that they make. So they won't share their mining and smithing knowledge, and wizards won't share their wand making knowledge or allow them to have wands. So I think that it's going to sort of go in that route, that maybe we're looking for a specific wand, which would be really cool because, you know, we've got the death stick, we've got the Elder wand, but that's not going to be the only powerful wand. If we look at Slytherin's wand, even Slytherin can turn his wand off. He gave his wand the power to turn off if he spoke past or turned to it. Merlin was potentially taught directly by Slytherin, so there could be his wand might only be able to be used by people with this ancient magic. Like Dragon Age. Thank you. I mean, yeah, it would be nice to have a decent overlapping storyline. I think one thing they will have to do, because the Harry Potter books do it very well, is have some twists and turns that we don't see coming. Some of these characters will have to be like Phineas Nigellus. I think he will be a antagonist throughout this story and will try and stop us from doing a lot of stuff. But I think when push comes to shove, he will actually be a hero. He will have a hero moment. Find a close-up image of Hogwarts on the Dark Arts cover. You can see tons of students on the bridge at 2:20 a.m. The Battle of Hogwarts. Okay, we will be doing this. We will definitely be doing this. Actually saying that, I'm in here. Let me load up the Dark trailer. It was that one, wasn't it? It's only 29 seconds. That's 1 minute. Let's load that one up. And then we will also load up. I can't remember what I went into this for. I went into this for a specific reason. I cannot remember what it was. Does anyone remember what video I was going to load up initially? So there could be rare ability that you need to have to get the hidden power. Yes, I think we have already unlocked part of it, and as we go along, we will be unlocking more. I just have a feeling there's a Goblet of Fire plot going on where we have a main objective, Ranrock Goblin Rebellion, but there's also a great effect pulling the strings in the background. Yes, I can't. Part of me wants that and part of me doesn't. I think Ranrock would be a really interesting baddie because Ranrock is a goblin and we haven't seen goblins as such. And it would be nice to it not be a wizard. But at the same time, yes, potentially there is more to it. I've found a lot of symbolism to demonology throughout these trailers. So yes, yeah, I think potentially you're right. I think there's going to be something greater in the background. So the cover itself is a lot of dark art. Yeah, let me see if I can. I'm sure it's on the end of this video. Let's have a look. View preview full screen. So let's get it over here. Is this the actual cover? Oh no, we don't see it in that one. Although we kind of see it over there. I think you're right. There is. This is peculiar. Let's let me zoom in and have a look. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can find a photo of it, and I'll save the photo, and we can go from there. Dark Arts Classroom video. Yeah, was that what I was looking for? Because I thought I couldn't find it. You're right, it was Solomon. Thank you very much. It was in the Autodesk. It was in the Autodesk. Let me load that one up now. Autodesk. God, the Autodesk was a long video, wasn't it? So, there is a specific scene where they've got a load of characters on the screen. And it says Solomon, but we can actually see which character Solomon is. Right, let me just change the screen that I'm sharing on my OBS. In this scene here. In gameplay. Display capture. What does that one do? Is that the right scene? If I go onto this now. There we go. Marvellous. So this is this scene initially anyway. We have got there we go. The book. So this is the book that we've got from that scene. Which is really fascinating. So we've got the book. The whole room looks like it's shaking. Let me go back a bit and I will play it. The camera's shaking anyway, which would indicate that the room itself is shaking. But I don't think it's a bad thing, because if you look at our avatar to the right-hand side here, he's smiling. So that's really interesting to me. He's smiling through this, so that's really interesting. So I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing. We know this character is called Weasley, but that is, like I said, that is the book. That is the same book that we've just seen. But as this goes on, let me zoom out a bit so we can skip through a bit quicker. I'm sure it's when this guy's talking. Might be wrong there. Where are we? There was loads of characters moving at the same time. It was just one scene where they were showing how many characters they can have on the screen doing animations. And we even had some of these animations in it. No, this is when they're talking. We've gone too far. Let's go back a bit. Not that one. Sorry, let me just get the chat back up again because I've lost you guys. Okay, marvellous. We haven't had a comment. That's all good. Where was this scene? Sorry, I will be quick, guys. I will try and find it as quickly as I can. So that is them. I'm sure sure it was when this guy was talking. It wasn't a very long clip. It was just... That's the pensive scene as well, which is really interesting. There's a dragon. No, this is back to there. Must be a bit further on then. There it is. There it is. I just found it. It was there somewhere. Is that it? There it is. Right. So this scene here. Right. This scene here. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. So this scene here, if we zoom in.
Not supported for this content on this device.
Okay, Alexa. Shh. You're fine. So here it says Sebastian Solomon fight. So Solomon is one of my theories about King Solomon potentially summoning. Solomon's Lesser Key is a book about demons. I think that there is a demon Astaroth based around the Slytherin book that we see in the Sebastian Sallow Dark trailer. So again, this is Sebastian and Solomon fighting. So if we actually look at this scene here, if I zoom out very slightly and skip through, they actually highlight a couple of these characters that they're talking about. So if we skip through, it will highlight in yellow. Oh god, we finished, I think. So they've got Natty door slide highlighted there, so that's when she slides through the door. So that's Victor Rookwood selected. Sebastian, right, so this is our character. So this character here, right, is Solomon. So that there, I would suggest, is Sebastian crouched down, hiding. And then if you look over here, this character here, which is highlighted, looks like it's going to be Solomon. So this is Solomon, whoever Solomon is. But like I said, my theory is potentially King Solomon, or somebody descended of King Solomon who is responsible for summoning a demon Astaroth, which is linked to the Slytherin book. I've made the whole theory about it is really interesting to me. The fact that it linked up so perfectly. I will leave the link to that in the description below. But it's my theory around the Slytherin book. Go and check it out because it's really interesting. But yes, there is a Solomon character confirmed, and that is who it is. That is what they look like. Morgana, I think, has got to be in it. If Merlin's in it, then I think Morgana's going to be in it. Oh, sorry. Wait. What? I missed the comment before. The Pensives. Do you think we get more information about the Hogwarts founders through the Pensives, or maybe Merlin himself? Yes. That is what I think is the most thing I'm excited for in this game. If the theories that I've been championing and James Expecto Goldman champion are right, then yes, I think we are going to get Pensives from Merlin's memories, and we will go into them, and we will see Merlin's time at the school as a child, and we will see him interacting with the founders because it's believed that he was taught by Slytherin. So we will see him interacting with Slytherin and the founders, and we might even potentially see the fallout between Gryffindor and Slytherin leaving. It would just be a really fascinating thing to see. And it's one of those things that I've always said I would love to see a founder's story portrayed in some way. If we can get it in this game, it will be incredible. So yes, that was my theory on the book. So yes, my theory was that the book can teach people how to speak Parcel Tongue, and that was because of the demon Astaroth. So Astaroth, one of his powers is to give humans the power to speak to serpents, and all of the symbols matched up. So yes, it is that theory. If you haven't watched it, go watch it, and let me know what you think of the theory in the comments. there is so much mystery around the Founders. It's such a fascinating concept, and I'd love to see more of them. I really would. I think it would be great just to experience that time and how they made Hogwarts and who made what area, because I think each of the Founders made specific areas. Like Hufflepuff, I think was sort of very practical. So I think a lot of the practical elements were made by her. The greenhouses, for instance, the kitchens, and the Great Hall being directly above it. I think that was all her. Everything I think she did was practical. I think Ravenclaw, obviously her common room, but I think some of the areas of study, which are specifically designed for the classes that they teach, I think was her idea, and potentially the room requirements. Gryffindor, I think obviously his common room, but I think the headmaster's room was his. The door is literally a Griffin door. It's got a Griffin knocker on it. And then Slytherin, obviously the Chamber of Secrets, his common room. Like, I think I just love to see who designed what and who made what, and the ideas behind all of it. I think it'd be great to see. Was the chamber where the crucial chamber took place that rumored secret Slytherin chamber where he taught select students dark magic? So there, I don't know is the honest answer. It looked more like some sort of tomb. I thought we was heading towards Slytherin's tomb. That's where I was heading towards in my head. Sorry, I'll highlight your comment. I think we was heading. I think that in my head it was more Slytherin's tomb, or Slytherin's resting place, which is nice to know it's by the school, because he obviously took a lot of pride in that school, and we always see about him leaving and all that sort of stuff. I don't think it was an easy decision for him to leave. He loved that school, and he loved that school so much that he only wanted it to be pure bloods. Like that's a strong element of love in a weird way. So he loved that school. So the fact that he's buried near it, I think, is really cool. If it is, it's buried in burial chamber. Yeah, I don't know if it was where he would have taught dark magic. I don't know, because it just seemed so far. It didn't see. Presuming everything we saw in that trailer was linked, the entrance to that chamber didn't look massively close to the school for him to be able to sneak a few kids out and teach them some dark magic. That's my opinion anyway, so. Right, well, it is very close to being midnight here. I really do appreciate everyone coming over and getting involved and having a chat. I love doing these live streams just because I can actually properly engage with people. We will have a new video out, hopefully Sunday. If it's not Sunday, it will be early next week, because I haven't started doing it. Well, I've started the script. I haven't started filming it yet, just because I've been very ill over the last week or so, and I haven't been able to record and use my voice, as you can see me coughing through this. But yes, I'm going to start recording that tomorrow night. Hopefully we will get some editing done over the weekend. Whether I get it all done, I don't know, because it should be quite a big video, but it will be out early next week, so thank you for your patience. Thank you as always for coming over. Sorry, we got another comment. The clip in the video, oh, I can't walk through the waves and water. It's a bit after with the giant statue head, looks like it's underwater. Are you on about the giant Merlin statue? Streaming schedule. So I stream every Thursday. Thursday is my day for streaming. So this is only the third week. But yeah, every Thursday we are streaming here. It's normally going to kick off. I haven't really got a kick-off time yet. It's between 9:30 and 10 at the moment. I'm trying to figure out what's best to catch the most amount of people, because I want to catch some of the UK and Europe people by streaming early enough for them, but I also want to catch the America, Canada's, South America's by streaming late enough for you guys. So yes, it's going to be around sort of 9:30, 10 o'clock. Even if I do stream at 9:30, I'll be going on till this sort of time anyway. So hopefully I'll catch you all. But yeah, Thursdays 9:30, 10:30. 9:30, 10 o'clock, sorry. Let me have a look, see if I can load that scene up for you. The scene after, so it's sad that I know where most of these things are in the trailers, because I'm pretty sure that the scene you're talking about where we're walking with the water is right towards the end, and the scene with the statue is towards the beginning. But are you suggesting that those two scenes sort of intertwine? Shifty. Let me load that up for you so it's there. Right, where is my Hogwarts Legacy state of play video? There it is. That is not it. That is a 14-second clip. Where is it? Is that one? No. That's the original. I know I've got it. I definitely know I've got it. It must be that one. Yeah, it is that one. There it is. Right, so yeah, so let's do this. Let's tackle these one at a time. So let's find this scene. I'm sure it's towards the end. I'm sure it's towards the end somewhere. It was straight after the Avada Kedavra. It's sad that I know this. This is how much I've gone through these trailers. Let me go over to gameplay quickly for you so that you can see what I'm doing. He says, "Yeah, I have gone over. Cool. Right, where's the Avada Kedavra?" See, these are the corrupt animals. This is what I think is going to be one part of the storyline. Mooncalves. Where's Avada Kedavra? Is this it? It goes dark for a little bit. Yeah, there it is. Right. So you're talking about this scene, walking towards the door with the ancient magic symbol on it. I don't know if you noticed that before, guys, but yes, this definitely has the ancient magic symbol right in the middle of that doorway. Straight ahead of us there, ancient magic symbol. So you think the scene with the giant, potentially Merlin statue then is underwater? Is that what we're saying? Sorry, just wanted to confirm. Shifty. Yes, and the bit with the head follows on. Okay, let's have a look. So the head bit is towards the beginning. After this, I think it might have been after this. Dark secrets or something, doesn't it? Or dangerous mysteries or something it comes up with. There he is. Looks like it's underwater. Let's have a look. I'm not sure. The blue light gives it an underwater effect. But the way our robes are moving with our feet, to me, would say not. Whether we have to go underwater to get there, potentially. Do we know the statue of the woman in the hood? I'm sure her robes. So, are you talking about... Oh, that's weird. That looks horrible. Let's go back to this one for a second. I think I know which woman you're talking about. Are you talking about the one from the Hogwarts Legacy actual images? in the website media pictures. I'm sure it's on here. I thought it was on here. Maybe I'm wrong. Do you know what? I've not actually looked through these photos properly, and they are beautiful pictures. Let me come back over to that one. These photos are stunning. I've never looked through these properly. That's really cool. That is a really cool shot. So is that. I thought the statue was on this. Wow, look at that. That is impressive. I thought they were on here. I really did. I know the woman you're talking about. It was in the... I know where I can get it from. Let's go back into here. Let's delete that video and we will open up the video for the wand. So if I go to this now, do you mean this hooded woman type statue that we see a lot all over the place? I think this is the one you're on about. We see it, yeah. There's a. It was in one of the ASMR type videos. There was a few of them around. Yeah, yeah. I think personally this could be sort of a Merlin Morgana type situation, potentially. We see her a lot. One of the times we see her statue as well is straight after seeing the giant tree shot, which has no relevance to many things. However, when we see that, like, Morgana was known to have something to do with a tree. She even trapped Merlin in a tree. So, yeah, I think there's some relevance to Morgana there, but I know I stick to that theory a lot. But yeah, I think potentially she could be around it. But like I said, I can't remember which trailer it was in. I think it was the original leak, the leaked footage. I'm sure that Professor Hecat was wearing a cloak that looked exactly the same as that. I didn't want to take up too much time looking for it because I don't even know where that trailer would be. But I don't even know if it's still on YouTube, the leaked footage. But I'm sure one of the first times we saw Hecat, it was... I have found it. I'm just going to quickly skip through it, see if we can see her. I love this video, how we just straight up murder a few goblins. They're not even, like, hesitating. Can't find it though. I will go back and I will... This statue, yeah, the exact statue was in the woods there. Yeah, you're right. It was. I will go back and I will see if I can find it. Because I know I mentioned the creepy character in the hood. I know I mentioned her in one scene. And I can't remember what video it was I mentioned it. But I will go back and find it and I will talk about it in the next live stream. Because otherwise it's going to be a video of me clicking through another video. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the first time we ever saw Hecat, Professor Hecat, they was wearing a weird cloak like that, so I don't know if it's something to do with her. But as I said, it is now just gone midnight. I can't thank you guys enough for all coming over here and having a chat and getting involved. So excited for this game. Apologies that I haven't put a video out for over a week now, but I have not been very well. But a new video will be coming out this week, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And hopefully we will be getting the... I don't have the word Google banned, no. I'm taking that. I'm guessing that you're saying Google. But yeah, just type G word if you want. But yeah, you've thrown me off there. Sorry. Yeah, new video should be coming out this week. I really appreciate you guys coming over and chatting with me and getting involved. The reason why I love doing these live streams is to have a chat. You can find the statue in the images. Okay, let me have a look. What do I search for? We'll have a quick look at this before we end the stream. I found the photo. I found it. Okay. Which one would it be in this one? There we go. So this statue here. What's she got in her hand? She might not have anything in her hand. But again, it's surrounded by the trees, which is sort of Morgana symbolism as well. And the thorns coming out in front of her, which would suggest darkness. It's a weird one. It is weird. I'm swinging towards Morgana, but I don't know. But like I said, there is something with Hecat with this. Something with her. Like I said, the first time I saw her, I can't remember which trailer it was in, but one of the first times we saw her, she was wearing a weird hooded cloak and she looked sinister. But yeah, we will dive into that next time. I promise I will find it for next week and we will have a look into that next time. But yeah, we've had some good news today. So we've obviously had the Instagram posts that we've gone through for Hogwarts Legacy. There are some really cool pieces of footage and some little secrets that we can find. We have gone through the Magic Caster new ones. They are just absolutely stunning. The festive season is starting at the Warner Brothers Studio Tour. So if you're interested in that and you're over this side, then go and have a look at all the Christmas decorations. And that's your wife you're talking about. What, Morgana? You're married to Morgana. That's pretty cool. There's anything bad about Morgana. He just suggested darkness with the thorns. And if we're taking Merlin's side of the story, then she's dark. But there's two sides to every story. Obviously, we've discussed the state of things in Orlando at the moment. Everyone over there, please look after yourself. Oh yeah, the app stuff, when I have time. What am I searching to try and find the app stuff? We can have a quick look at that now. We have discussed that this book, which I don't seem to have open anymore, which is peculiar, but we've discussed that the book from this scene here potentially has the M and the W, which is Merlin's original name. But could also potentially be M. Weasley, as that's the only other character we see with it. So yes, potentially. And then we have had a little Q&A session at the end, which has been really fun and nice to have a chat with you guys and see what you guys think about the game as well as what I think about the game, and share some of my thoughts. I'm going to go back to this screen because I love just watching them scroll across. Yeah, that Merlin thing is really interesting. Thanks for putting it in the chat. And the news and features, scroll down to the app. So on Wizarding World website. The Wizarding World website. News and features. Scroll down to... You have a fan club account, so that's cool. Yeah, okay, interesting. Right. The Harry Potter fan club app rolls out in new countries, and here's everything you need to know about it. Our official Harry Potter fan club app, which I think I've got, brings you close to magic anytime, anywhere, and now we've made a few changes to make it even better. So you get QR codes. Have I got the app? Shall we try it out while we are here? Let's see. I haven't got it on my new phone. That's awkward. Brilliant. But yeah, this is really interesting. So QR code, and it takes you to the sorting ceremony. So if you scan that, anyone want to try it, I'll leave it on the screen for a second. So yeah, if you scan that, then it takes you to the sorting ceremony, hopefully. So is this a different sorting ceremony? That's interesting, because if it is a different sorting ceremony, and it's AR, then we'll have to try this out in the next stream. We'll have to have a look at this on the next stream. Take part in incredible AR sorting ceremony, chance around the sorting hat in a whole new way. Yes, it is new. Wow. That's really cool. That's really cool. So it's augmented reality experience. So you actually put the hat on and everything. That's really cool. We will try this out on the next stream. I will see if I can link my phone to the stream as well. Wizarding weeklies, yeah, quizzes and puzzles. They're always good to go through. I'll do a couple of them live, I think. We can play along with you guys. I think I will do a couple of them. Also, in my Discord, someone mentioned a sort of online escape room type thing that we will do on a live stream coming up soon as well. So the app is available in UK, Ireland, US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, and now for fans in Brazil, Mexico, France, Germany, Spain, Italy, Sweden, and Norway. Denmark, the Netherlands, Belgium, Portugal, Denmark again, Norway, Finland, Norway again, India, Malaysia, South Africa. Available in English language only. Okay. So they'll be doing more countries in the further weeks. I'll keep an eye on this and see when it comes to more places. Get a pick of the key. This bit. Okay. Visit thewizardingworld.com. Okay, so what is this? Seek them all. Enchanted keys and secret codes. There's enchanted keys and secret codes to be discovered in all sorts of places in the Wizarding World. From physical locations to packaging on some of our products. You can even find secret codes inside the app itself if you know where to look for them. Okay, that's really interesting. Do you reckon they're hiding in the game? That would be really cool. That'd be really cool. This is really interesting. We're going to look into this properly next time. Thank you, Shifty. I really appreciate that. That was something I missed on my scout through the Wizarding World news. But yeah, thank you. We will definitely look into this. But Mario, thank you. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for the lovely comment there as well. They have them on a tour. I guess I'm going to have to go to London then. What I'm also planning to do, because I don't live massively far away from where they filmed a lot of the stuff, I might go there. Just film a few bits there while I'm there. Some of the locations. I know there's a place where they filmed a lot of the interior stuff for the castle, Slughorn's house and that sort of thing was there as well. So yeah, I might be doing that because it's not too far away from me. So yeah, there's some interesting things come up on the channel. But thank you as always for coming, watching and engaging the stream. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for all the comments, all the nice comments, and all of the engagement and questions. I really make sure you pick up your passport. Oh, okay, I will make sure I do. I'm definitely gonna book up soon because I haven't been for a long time, and they've got the new features there that I haven't seen, like the forest and all that sort of stuff. So I will be going. But I'm getting distracted. It's quarter past midnight here. It's the wee hours of the morning. So thank you so much for being involved in this stream. I really do hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. But until then, mischief managed. I don't know where my outro is on this button. There it is. Thanks, guys.